what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Goofy's house from the show Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse. If you enjoy this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button as it really helps me and the channel out very much. And if you would like to see any more Mickey Mouse related builds, check out the card system and the description below. I'm sure that I have plenty more that you guys would be interested in. But without any further ado, let's get started. So just before we begin building, here are all of the materials that we are going to need to make Goofy's house and the amount of them as well. Here is the amount of space required. This will cover you for the actual house and the little surrounding area that you will have seen just a moment ago as well. A 31 by a 23 block area. I would highly recommend making this in your world if you want to better plan out your build. Please pause the video if you have to. Gather your materials. Make sure you've got enough space. Even build the grid if you want. Once all that is complete, we can begin. Okay, so to begin the build, I'm going to come to the front left-hand corner of the grid. If you haven't made the grid, it's not a big deal, just hang on 1 second. From the corner, count right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then inwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. On top of this block, place a yellow terracotta. And then 3 behind it. 1, 2, 3. And then place 3 yellow terracotta going right and backwards. 1, 2, 3. Then go right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Place a yellow terracotta forwards and to the right. And go right by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then place 2 yellow terracottas forwards to the right. Move forwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then place 2 yellow terracottas going forwards and left. 1, 2. Go left by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then place a yellow terracotta forwards and to the left. Go left by 3. 1, 2, 3. And place 2 yellow terracottas diagonally to connect back. This is the shape that you will end up with. Grab the yellow concrete and come towards the left side of the build. Place a row of yellow concrete behind these left 2 pair of single terracottas. I want you to place 3 additional rows of yellow concrete on top of that layer of yellow concrete. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Extend up the 2 middle blocks, 1 row upwards like this, to create this shape. Around the inside of this shape, towards the center of the shoe, I want you to place a layer of yellow concrete that goes all the way around the outside of the shape that you have just made. So, connecting together at the corners, simply 1 row larger coming towards the middle, this is the shape that you want to have. It goes all the way around the previous layer. We now want to do the same again, so 1 row larger than the larger shape we just made. We now want to place another layer of yellow, but there's a difference. We do not want to connect the corners together as we did that previous layer. That's very important. It'll end up coming out like this. Place 3 additional layers of yellow coming towards the center. 1, 2, 3, and do the same for every single yellow concrete block in this row. This is going to be the back and the highest portion of the shoe. As a matter of fact, once we have finished adding this small amount of detail, we will add a little bit more towards the top. So now we should have this. Grab your yellow terracotta and place a row of yellow terracotta that goes all the way around the top square that you have created at the top and back portion of the shoe, like this. I then want you to extend the middle parts outwards. This will create a circular shape at the top of the shoe, so this is where you would be sticking your foot in, or Goofy would, because it's his shoe. So that's what you want to have so far. Next, we want to grab the yellow concrete and we want to place a layer of yellow concrete that sits inside the previous layer of concrete, except the difference is it is once again one row smaller this time. We're reducing in size. Add another 2 layers of yellow, 1, 2, to that particular layer. Goofy's shoe at the back is quite big, it gets small, gets a little bit big again, and then it gets small. Like, it's a really weird shoe. It honestly is. So we want to have this. Now we are going to increase the size of the shoe again. On top of the yellow terracotta, we want to place a layer of yellow that once again gets bigger than the previous layer. As a matter of fact, this is almost identical to the layer previous to the one that we just made. Like this, except it sits on top of the terracotta. This is the longest part of the shoe. We now want to add 6 more layers of yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you want to do that to every single one of those, of course, extending towards the end, the tip of the shoe. And once this part has been created, we only have a small portion of the shoe left to make after that, and then we can start adding some further details to the shoe and complete the surrounding area. The devils are really in the details, or the devil is in the details, I should say. That's what makes this build really cool when it comes down to it. Now, once you have done that, we now want to again shrink this down a little bit. We're going to place a layer of yellow that is inside of the previous layer of yellow that is just 1 row shorter and smaller coming towards the end. We're going to add another row of yellow in front of that to double up on the row. That's going to be 2 layers of yellow like this. I now want you to place a layer of light grey concrete in front of that. So, layer of light grey concrete in front of this like that. I want you to place a light grey concrete in the 2 corners like this. And then we're going to place yellow concrete in between these end 2 pair of yellow terracotta. Add another row of yellow concrete on top. Extend the left up by 2, the right up by 2, and then add 2 yellow concrete just above the gap, like this. Place some light blue glass pane in the end like that, and you will have Goofy's shoe, just about. That looks pretty good, but again, the details are what really make this build shine. What is this light grey area? It's a zip. I want you to place a stone slab in front of the base light grey concrete. Place 2 cobblestone wall on top. That's the zipper. I want you to, on top of this row of 7 yellow concrete here, I want you to place a row of 5 stone brick slabs on top of the 5 middle blocks. I want you to grab the oak wood planks and the spruce wood planks. In the middle of the row of 7 at the base here, I want you to place an oak plank. It should be fairly obvious where to place it. You'll have 3 blocks to the left and 3 blocks on the right. Extend the plank left and right. Place block of quartz left and right of that, and extend upwards by 1, 2, 1, 2. Place sideways quartz stairs on top of those quartz blocks, upside down quartz stairs coming inwards from this, sideways quartz stairs on top, with a quartz block in between. So you have an arch sort of door, an archway sort of door. I want you to destroy all of the yellow concrete blocks inside of the door, and I want you to replace them with your old pal, the spruce wood planks. It's always been there for us. We're going to add a bit of detail to the door. We're going to use oak wood slabs and dark oak buttons, and we're even going to use a material that we don't have on us but will have been included in the item list. Spruce trapdoor. I'm going to place a layer of oak wood slabs on top of the oak woods. I'm going to place spruce trapdoors coming across the middle row of spruce wood. And I'm going to place a dark oak button in front of the bottom right corner. Once you have done that, the door is pretty much complete. Come all the way up to the top part of the shoe on the left side. We need end rods, yellow bed, red beds, and some stone slabs. I want you to place a paracel on top of either this block or this block. The paracel simply includes 3 end rods stacked on top of each other. I want you to place stone slabs around the top paracel, or around the top end rod. This is the base of the paracel. Alternating, I want you to place a red bed, yellow bed, red bed, yellow bed, with a block of quartz on top. That will create the paracel that hangs out of the top of Goofy's shoe. Goofy also has a path in front of his house. The path is made out of stone slabs. I'm going to dig 2 rows directly in front of his door, extending the middle block towards us. And I'm going to fill it in using stone slabs. I'm going to leave a gap of 1. I'm going to come down from the middle and then right by 1, 2, knock this block out. Knock out 1, 2, 3. Take the 2 middle blocks from the top and the bottom and place stone slabs. I'm simply making circular-ish stones. I'm going to, from this end stone, right, up, destroy, right by 3, destroy the middle, and place stone inside of it instead. So now you can see we're making a nice little path. Goofy has a garden. The garden needs iron bars, signs, 2 different kinds of seeds, and an oak fence. I don't know why I grabbed the oak fence, we don't need it just yet. Oh, something that would be helpful also is a hoe. Again, it'll be in the item description at the beginning. I always forget something on the actual build. Okay, so from the edge of the path in the middle of the doorway, I want you to count. I want you to count 1, 2, 3. Here, place an iron bar and go left by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want you to go right and equal the length of the previous row. It might also benefit us, by the way, to grab the lime terracotta here. So I'm going to dig out underneath the iron railings whilst we don't have anything fragile here. And I'm going to place underneath the iron railings, I'm going to replace underneath the iron railings using lime terracotta. That's what the grass is inevitably eventually going to end up as. I'm also going to destroy this back row here, and I'm also going to make that terracotta too. I'm going to place the iron bars back. I'm going to have 3 signs on the back left row of lime terracotta. And I'm going to have all of this area inside the iron bars hoed out. And I'm going to place seeds, beetroot seeds in the middle, and seeds either side to give a different appearance. These signs are signs to tell you what each seed is, and then the iron bars are a little guard around the garden. That's all that is. You'll find it in the clubhouse as well. The last couple of bits of detail, we will need oak fence, lime concrete, we'll need that lime terracotta, and also some yellow terracotta. Okay, or some yellow concrete, I should say. So, I am going to place a couple of trees. Goofy has some trees around his garden. His trees look like this. Place an oak fence, leave a gap. Oak fence, leave a gap. On top of the left 2 fence, place 2 lime concretes. On top of the middle, place 1. On the opposite side of the build, pretty much all the way over here, just sticking out the back, we want a similar sort of deal. Meaning we're going to place about 3 trees. So like here, maybe even here. No, I don't want it to connect. Here, 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 and then 2, 1, 2. Like that, just some fancy trees. They're actually fancier than this. It just so happens you can't create the necessary patterns in Minecraft. I'm going to place a wall going all the way around the build. Maybe I actually placed these trees a little too close. Not that it matters really, but I might alter the path of the trees. Those I placed correctly. So now we have a wall that goes all the way around. And if you like, you can even curve the wall to make it a bit more interesting, but that's completely up to you. So you might want to curve the wall in such a way that maybe it looks a little bit like that or so. Just so it looks a tad more interesting. Like I said, you might want to move the trees, but it doesn't really matter. The only thing that you may want to do from this point is destroy all of the grass and turn it into lime terracotta. It'll just look a little bit better, and as a matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do now. And once that's done, that actually concludes the tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. So let me go away, destroy all the grass, replace it with lime terracotta, and then I can show you what this whole build looks like. So this is what the build will look like once it's been 100% fully completed. You can see all the grass has been replaced. We have the garden, we have the house, we have the path, we have the wall, and we have the trees. And I'm hoping that you guys have the same. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, grammar important, if you have enjoyed this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really helps me and the channel out so much. It really does. If you've made it all the way to the end, please share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. And if you are new around here, please consider subscribing. What could it hurt? Click the little bell if you do subscribe. That'll keep you up to date with the channel as well. If you would like to make any more builds like this, I have a few more Mickey Mouse related builds. Check them out in the card system in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you very much. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.